Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man from Poetry Writes and Other Stuff from Sinbad the Sailor Man, coming at you with number 61 of the Traffic Authority Video Challenge, 100 videos in 100 days. Okay, now I'm going to start right off with a vision circle or a vision plan. You need to get that going so you can figure out what your passions are and have a roadmap for your life. Now, the easiest way to do it is to make a big circle like a clock and a little circle inside it. Okay, and then you start at the 12 o'clock, your highest priority. For example, mine's going to be God. And then at the 1 o'clock, mine's going to be grandchildren, children, and family. It's going to be about 2. And then at 3, it starts with things that I want to do. I got these highlighted in pink highlighter. The first ones were highlighted in yellow. Okay, now that passion is pink, so it's going to be I want to teach others to do for others, coach others to do the same thing, coach others, and I want to be able to teach people to feed themselves. Like in third world country, advancing other third world countries. Now that goes from 3 all the way down to 4. And then 5 is going to be your personal high life passions. Mine's going to be like diving, scuba diving every ocean, travel in the United States and England on a motorcycle, and playing billiards here in America and overseas. Then I get down to 6, and that's going to be travel. So that's half of my life vision and circle there. Then you work around to your dreams and your ultimate goals. Like 7's going to stop. I'm going to put there stop as much evil, and I'm going to start doing that with educating people about abortion and about the Bible. And I get down to 7. It's another passion. It's in yellow. It's going to be become a pool champion. 8 ball, 9 ball, one pocket. I'm getting kind of old for that, and my eyes are getting bad, but I can do it as soon as I get some glasses. Then position number 8 is going to be large-scale aquaponics and food production and organic gardening, and that's going to be 8 to 9 to 10. And then 11's just an ultimate fantasy wish goal, and that's save the planet. And I'm going to do that by replanting trees and forest reforestation. Okay, and then my 11 is going to be feed God's children, both the gospel and physically with organic and good food and clean water. Now on the inside, you do the same thing, and in the center, you're going to put how you're going to do it. And in there, I got, most people will have, it's going to be a money sign, because you need tools and you need the ability to do things. And in this world, money is what does that. You're either going to have to create money, attract money, or marry into it. And you better hope they want to love you so much that they let you use it. All right? That's in the center of my clock. All right? Then at the 12 o'clock on the inside, because remember I told you put another circle in, so it gives you like another segment in there. And at the 12 o'clock is one of my passions, which is an orange. It's a dream passion, which is an orange highlight. Feed God's children was an orange highlight. Large scale food production was orange highlight. Okay, now those are dreams. If I had the ability, the time, and the money, what I would do. Okay, and then at the 3 o'clock, I don't have anything for 1 and 2. But at the 3 o'clock, I got self-sustaining companies and self-sustaining healthcare. Okay, then I don't have anything for 4 and 5 yet, but I got 6 is self-sustaining villages, third world countries. Now that's a passion of mine, as is repopulating the trees and clean water. Okay, and then I don't have anything for 11, and the other one was 7 or 8. But in the middle is how you're going to do it and what you're going to do it with. Now you can put around on the outside there your companies or your vehicles, whether you're going to work or you're going to hit the lottery or whatever. Remember, this is a dream and a vision circle. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the things you dream and the things that are actual reality. Okay? If you can dream it and hold it in your mind, you can someday hold it in your hands. All right? What you think about, you will bring about. That's what the vision circle is all about. And you'll find your passions in there. You're going to have to sit down and do that. And then number 12 and 1, 2, and 3 are usually going to be your whys. Why you do everything. And how you do anything is how you do everything. So you got to change your brain and get into the game of rethinking things, scheduling things, not going through life just working and trading your time for other people's money. What you're going to do is you're going to switch that around. You're going to use your time to create money for you and use other people to create money for you. All right? You got to discover your values, your morals, and your life visions, and you got to put them down on something you can see. I got it up there on my whiteboard, and I got a map of my website on the other whiteboard, and I used to have another one with my dreams on it, but now I got them just on paper and in my journals, This is, I don't know why it didn't do that before. Maybe because it's going through another program. I don't know. It's got everything reversed for some reason. I wanted to show you that. All right, and then we talked about this before, but the 4 steps to great leadership. Step 1 is a future picture and a driving force, and you're going to get that driving force from that vision circle, your passion circle, or your life vision circle, whatever you want to call it. You must have a due date, and you must be attainable. It's got to be measurable and attainable. Can't be totally something like, hey, I'm going to walk out one day and there's going to be a pot of gold sitting there on my step. Now, if you win a lottery, that might happen, but look at all the history on that. A lot of people win the lottery and then they're broker than broke in about a year or 2 time. So be careful with that. What you wish for, be careful what you wish for. It just might come true. All right? Okay, and with that first step, you're going to have to delegate who's going to take these actions, whether it's going to be you or somebody else, and what actions must be taken, and how it's going to be done, or with what vehicle. Whether it's going to be a 9-to-5 job or winning the lottery or whatever you're thinking. Then you're going to Step 3 is going to be managing up and managing out, and then communication skills with others. You got to have a plan, a map, a vehicle, a system. a mentor, a travel agent, and a Girl Friday. Okay, you're going to need help. You can get an executive virtual assistant online. You can use your employees, your family, maybe your customers or your prospects to help you with your plan. You got to remember that good is the enemy of better, and better is the enemy of best. In other words, once you reach a good level, don't settle for it. You got to go to the next level, and to the next, and to the next. It's good versus great. Time you spend being good, if you get comfortable there, you're going to get stuck there. Don't get stuck. Keep striving to improve. Become a forever student and a forever improvement on yourself. And when I've just mentioned billiards, I like to play that. There's a billiard principle out there. It's called run the table. You got to see 3 or 4 shots or the complete shots if you're a master for running the table. All right. You got to see 3 or 4 shots ahead into the future. You got to be looking and planning. When you play a game of 8 ball or 9 ball, 9 ball is played in rotation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you can make the 9 ball with a combination or something. But you got to plan. You got to see the 1 ball where it's at and see where the 2 ball is at. And then you got to make sure you leave yourself a shot on the 2 ball after you hit the 1 ball. This is foresight and vision, and you got to do that 3 or 4 steps ahead. And then you got to have fundamentals down so you can make those shots. And we talked about the fundamentals and the levels a little while ago. I can't remember them right off the top of my head. I got them wrote down. All right, this is going to be the 5 H's. The 5 H's is hope, head, what you think with, your heart, what you feel with. You know, you think with your heart to make a decision, or you think with your brain to make a decision, but with your heart you make commitments, and your hands are what do it. You're gonna either type it, write it, or hold a book up and read it, develop it. It's material. You got to handle it. You got to do it. It's got to be paid for or whatever. Those are your hands. And then number 5 is helping others. Remember, to get things in life, you got to give to get. Give to get. You want to be great in God's kingdom, you got to be a servant. Those who serve others are going to be great. Okay? And then there's the 5 T's. We talked about them. That's time, your talent, your treasure, your trust, your truth. And then there's a couple extra. There's the body, the temple, and the knowing versus the thinking. You can think about it and you can learn it. Once you experience, you're no longer thinking about it or trying to picture it. You know. Once you know what you know, you become unstoppable. All right? Time. Everybody's got the same amount of time. It's how you use it, how you schedule it, how you delegate it. Talent. Now everyone's got a different talent. Some people just can smile at people and make them happy. Others can sing. You see the TV show America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or whatever. And there's awesome people out there that can do awesome things. There's martial artists out there that can do awesome things. Everyone's got a talent. Some have 2 or 3 or 4 or more. And then the treasure is your why. What is it that you're doing everything for? Where do you want to end up? Where is everything leading you? That's the treasure. And then the trust. You got to learn to develop trust in yourself. You got to keep you first in mind, because you can't go out and feed your family if you're weak and sick. Yeah, you got to be the first one to eat. You're the first one to put the oxygen mask on if the plane's going down. You're the first one on the lifesaver if the boat is sinking or in the dinghy. Because you can't help other people get into the boat. You can't help people in the plane who need your help and assistance if you got no air. And if you're weak and tired, you can't go out and do the hunting and stuff that the others can't do. Okay? So you got to think of it as that way. You got to take care of you first. Your health, your mental ability, your emotional ability. You got to do that first before you can help anybody else. You got to be the best you can be and at the top of your game to help those around you. Okay? It's which one was that? That was treasure, truth, trust. That was trust. All right, and truth. Be to thine own self be true. Okay, that's how I like to put it. If you're gonna be truthful with yourself all the time, it's a lot easier to be truthful with other people. You don't have to be. Some people are just downright mean with their truthfulness. Don't have to be mean or blunt. There's tactfulness. You're going to have to develop that. But there's truth. Tough love and truth. And temple we talked about. That's your body. All right. When the body is weak, it takes over. When it is strong, it obeys. It does what you tell it. When you're weak, it does whatever it can to survive, because it only's got a little time. And it knows it. And thinking, we talked about, that's thinking versus knowing. You can think about things, but if you never do them and never get the experience, you don't get the knowing. And the knowing is what leads you to confidence and strength and ability, and it gives you wisdom. All right? All right, we're going to leave off of there. This is about 18 minutes by the time I get done here. And there's a book out there called The Secret of Achieving More with Less by Richard Koch, Koch. The Secret of Achieving More with Less. All right. And let's talk about 3 steps to anything, to every problem. We'll hit that again. Examination. You got to examine it. You got a solution. And there's 3 phases of solution. There's a basic solution, there's an intermediate, and there's a what you call experience and implementation. That's the knowing. Once you learn it, then you got to implement it. You got to put it into action. You got to do it. Okay? I hope this video is better. This has been Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man with Poetry Rights and other stuff. I am an independent affiliate with Traffic Authority. I can help you with your traffic, your educational needs, and the tools to drive that traffic. I am also I'm an independent. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a consultant. I can coach you. I can help you out. I do this basically for my team members. All right, there's a little thing on my blogs, my blogger blogs, pops up. It'll give you a chance to schedule 30 minutes with me. I think I messed up and broke the email link on there, so I'm going to have to check that out. But have a great night, a better tomorrow. God bless. Keep doing the thing. Keep learning. Be a forever student. Alrighty. Bye-bye, folks.